Boop! JP Hussey here, owner of the Hussey Team Mortgage Advisors, with this week's Hussbus Bus Stop. Let's talk about the top 5 spookiest things in mortgages and real estate. Let's go. Happy Halloween. Number 1. Cash. Actual cash, like in a safe, under a mattress, right? Doesn't work in mortgages. Ever. Okay? Cash is not king in the mortgage world. All right? Everything's got to be documented. So if you have cash laying around in that safe, all right, you got to start getting in the bank. Not my rule, right? A lot to do with the Patriot Act and all this jazz. But it's got to be documented. So if you have cash, work on getting in the bank before you're buying a house, so it seasons in the bank. Got it? Cash is not king. Number 2, the old bait and switch. Okay, so pre-2008, right, there was a lot of this going on, all right? They'd tell you, hey, you need $50,000 for closing. Then you have a moving truck. You got everything packed up. You got your family. And you go to the closing table and they say, no, you need $100,000 now, right? The old bait and switch, all right? Now, since then, there's been a lot of great rules put into place to protect the consumer, which are great. But there's still different ways you can get baited in and then switched up later on, just like it sounds. Baited in, switched up, right? With the rate, if there's one little box not checked that says it's locked, okay? Then it's not locked. Then you're subject to where the market is, and rates change all the time, okay? So that's a bait and switch. They may not put certain fees in there that are subject to what's called a tolerance cure in terms of tax proration, stuff like that. I can get all nerdy on you, right? But that's spooky, man. They don't show you something, and then you need more stuff a day before closing, more money. So my advice, work with somebody local that has some skin in the game. You work with someone on the other side of the country, you can't go find them and yell at them for bait and switching you, all right? Work with someone local, because bait and switch is still real. Number 3, bad communication. All right, this is what we focus on a lot over at the Hussey Team, right? How do we talk to our clients? How do we have everybody involved, right? You know the whole whisper down the lane thing. You tell one person something, then that person goes and tells that person something, and the story always changes. So if everyone can come together as a team, hence the Hussey Team, talked about that before, if realtors and mortgage people and lenders and appraisers and title companies and you, the client, if we all work together as a team, it's going to be much better for everyone. Things won't be missed, and it's going to be smooth. So get your communication in line and make it smooth. Number 4, really spooky right now, bad credit. Of course, right? If you have really low credit, you may not qualify for a home, right? But sometimes you qualify for a home, but you might have a higher rate or more fees by 1 point. Let's say you're a 669 and they have buckets. If you're a 670, maybe you save $3,000 depending on your loan amount. That's spooky. 1 point. So get your credit in line. Start now. We have a bunch of videos on what to do with your credit to boost your score and things to do to keep it healthy, all right? Get your credit in line, because if it's bad, that is scary. And number 5, self-doubt. Thinking that you can't buy a house, right? Oh, poor me, right? And maybe you can't, but more than likely, when there's a will, there is a way, right? So you have to go into the process like, I can figure this out. I can do it. A lot of people think they just can't buy a house. There's so many programs out there. You don't know unless you try, all right? And as a brokerage, we have products for almost everybody, right? Or, if you can't do something now, we never say no. Maybe it's not right now. So have the courage to go get pre-approved, to work with someone that you trust, that will help guide you to that more financial freedom, whatever it is. When there's a will, there's a way. Don't be scared. Have a great Halloween.